Hey, beautiful soul. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Astara and I'm an angelic communicator and clairvoyant. And this is when we're going to talk about the energies that we're going to be diving into in 2026. So it's coming to the end of the year. I don't know about you, but I usually do like some sort of life review. I'm usually doing my tax return as well. I usually leave it to the last moment. So there's a bit of a review that I go through where I'm looking at my blessings this year and what I'm grateful for and also what I've achieved and what I haven't achieved, and maybe looking forward to next year. Now, around this kind of time, I run the Holy Nights event, which is going to be starting on the 23rd. If you want to join me on that, go to my link tree in my Instagram and you'll see more information. And I also do a vision boarding event, which you might want to get involved in. I usually do it in person, but this year I'm going to try it online as well. And it'd be a nice way of you meeting other people and creating a vision board. So let's have a look at what's going on in 2026 because every reading I'm having at the moment is being really positive to all my divine feminines about what is coming next year for all of us. So there has been a very important clearing this year. In fact, we've been clearing for quite a few years, but this year has been clearing up the end of a lot of karmic cycles. In the twin flame journey, you'll notice there's been a lot of awakening in the matrix twin, a lot of change, or might not look like change, but I'm told there's a lot of change going on under the surface. And for the divine feminines, you have had a lot of change going on. And some of you have been really expanding and stepping out into your soul work and your soul purpose in the most magnificent way. And others of you might feel a little bit stuck or stagnant at this time. But I'm being shown that next year is really a key time for movement. We have been in the year of the snake this year, and next year we go into the year of the horse with Chinese astrological signs. So the snake has been a lot about transformation, about ending the cycles, and we are in a 9 year, so it's been about cleansing and clearing up. And when we move into next year, we move into a number 1 year. And this is going to be quite exciting because we move into the year of the horse and a number 1, which is all about new beginnings. Now, this fits perfectly with what I'm seeing as the new Earth birthing on our planet. And I'm really told around February, around the new moon in February, when we go into the horse in the Chinese astrology, that things begin to speed up. And we begin to see the efforts that we've been trying to manifest for so long. And I'm really pleased to hear this. All this time guided and probably walking in the dark for most of it, it's taken a huge amount of trusting your intuition, trusting that things will get easier, trusting that there's a path there for you, trusting that everything is going to unfold in divine timing. This is very much a portal year that we're going into. It's going to be a year of breakthroughs and quantum alignment. That's what I'm told. And I can't wait to see many, many of my beautiful sisters here and brothers doing really well, having things that are coming into their life that you've been waiting for a very, very long time. Let's look at this numerology because 2026 carries the frequency of 1. So it's all about new beginnings. It's about leadership, identity rebirth, and manifesting everything you need from a point of stillness, from a point of maybe more yin manifestation than yang manifestation, which means sitting in your power. It means just sitting back and relaxing. So, all you divine feminines should be really good at that by now. There's also going to be a lot of timeline resets, which means that a lot of the timelines that we have reach the end of or that no longer serve you. Perhaps there's not a frequency match anymore. These are coming to an end and we're expanding into these higher timelines. This is coming. So it has been an incredible year this year of emotional and karmic clearing. And you probably know that yourself because this has been going on for quite a few years. And I remember having a chat with my friend when we were in 2019 or maybe even earlier than that. It was around 17 or 18 or 19, and we said the astrology is going to be crazy for the next 6 years. And we looked at it there and we thought, oh my goodness, how are we ever going to cope with that? And it's going to take us to 2026 and beyond. I remember sitting on my bed thinking, how are we ever going to cope with all that turbulence? And then look at what's happened in the last 6 years. Things for me definitely are improving. Like, it's amazing what's been going on. So I want you to think about But as we go into this next year, who are you becoming? What is it that you want to bring into your life that perhaps you've been struggling with for a while? What is it you want to give birth to? And particularly if it relates to the new earth. And as you know, if you do your soul purpose work, you are actually birthing the new earth through you. And I will be doing a new earth workshop next year in London at the College of Psychic Studies. I think the date we've gotten is April, so that'd be an in-person workshop. If you're interested in that, go to the College of Psychic Studies website and it'd be lovely to have you in the group. This can also be really important for twin flames as we come into next year, because obviously most of my clients are twin flame on a twin flame journey. So I want to let you know what the Council of Light has been telling me. They've been showing me that there will be change and movement, as there always is, but there will also be a very much soul growth. And the soul growth of the divine feminine really helps an identity awakening in the matrix twin. And it helps them with ego dissolving and an authentic self-expression. The more authentic you can be as you in your divine feminine role, then the easier it makes it for your matrix twin to awaken. I'm also being shown there will be unions, there will be reunions, and I'm hoping that there were some during Scorpio season this year, and it would be lovely to hear people who have come into union again. I'm hearing that this is happening, but it's usually the second wave of twin flames, if we know about the waves that people talk about. And most people I know are in the third or fourth wave, meaning they've only been in it a few years. If we look at the astrology here, the astrology of 2026 is very interesting too. I'm not an astrologer, although I have studied a lot of astrology and astrosophy and sidereal astrology as well. So I do have a really big interest in following the planets and looking at them. Now, I've been told that the Pluto in Aquarius is very, very important because that's helping us to really deeply birth a new Earth revolution here. Pluto is often in sidereal astrology and soul astrology indicating the soul. So wherever it is on your chart, just know it's journeying through Aquarius and it's pushing humanity in general into higher consciousness. It's really using that star-like Aquarian energy to help us move through our evolution. This also means for us that a lot of us will have more intuitive downloads. Our senses and heightened abilities will strengthen. A lot of the veil and the illusions will dissolve, and we're going to be much more clearer on our soul missions. But there will be a requirement for many of us to stay grounded, to stay earthed as much as possible, because this is very high level frequencies, and just to maybe do a lot of self-care, do a lot of physical self-care where you're really looking after yourself. If you feel pulled into your spiritual calling as we move into next year, I would say the birthplace of it is start now, start during this winter. Make sure that you're ready when we're ready coming up to February to birth something new. Pisces and Saturn and Neptune are also working together, and this is increasing a telepathic ability for many of us with our twin flames. It may increase the dream connection with your twin and also your empathic bond. This might also help us a little bit to feel better about this experience, knowing that if the matrix twin is awakening, they're taking more responsibility for their emotional realm. So there'll be less laboring for the awakened twin through the bond. There will be some incredible eclipses next year as well. And these will focus on relationships, interestingly, and soul contracts and karmic closure. So you might be experiencing quite a lot of breakthroughs very quickly, very suddenly. And you'll notice that weaving new timelines with your twin will be easier. And if you're thinking about weaving a timeline with your twin, you have to contain yourself with a very positive outlook on what's going to happen, on how you feel it will play out. And without manipulating it or having too much expectation, just keeping that positive intention to weave that timeline to place. It's all about matching your frequency, and the more you can do that in your heart, this is better for you and for your twin in the long run. I am being told by the Angelic Council that to keep into alignment is really key, because as a collective, to hold our alignment for ourselves and for our twins is going to be a bit more challenging because the world feels a little bit more unstable around us. But you can do this. I'm being shown we're getting a lot of support to do it as well. And I think that's why these self-care routines are going to be quite important as we go into next year. 2026 is also what I would consider to be a real turning point. We have been dealing with a lot of really old energy here on Earth, really difficult old energy for a long time. Next year, as we birth into this new Earth paradigm, we are leaving behind that old kind of matrix energy, and we're coming into the heart chakra expansion. Many of us have been doing it already. And that also means the beautiful divine feminine and divine masculine having more heart awakenings, which will allow us to really stand in our truth, to have integrity, and to release old fear patterns around love. A major theme that we're going to see is the divine masculine stepping into purpose and courage and spiritual responsibility. I am seeing and I'm feeling the masculine energy is returning. When I communicate with my own masculine energy, and that's even before I get to my matrix twin, I'm feeling my masculine awakening. I'm feeling it speaking to me more, communicating with me more, saying what it wants more. And so it's kind of my job to listen to that part of myself. And this is going to get stronger in 2026, especially if it's happening for you. We're also beginning to see a real alignment where a lot of the illusions placed on the feminine energy are being dissolved. And this means illusions around low self-worth, illusions around how they feel about themselves in any way, economic pressures that they may have had that they didn't feel they can meet, and just feeling like they can really birth who they are in the world without this constant pushback on them. As we move into this horse year, there will be a lot of movement. It's really important as a divine feminine to think, I'm the yin principle, and just to relax, just allow it to unfold, just to sit in your power and rest as much as possible. Now, the last thing I want to say on this is if you are feeling a big change coming for you in 2026, you may be feeling that intuitively. You might feel called to move to a new location. You might be intuitively gathered towards your soul community or your soul tribe. You might also want to begin that spiritual business or that healing work or whatever you're interested in, that environmental activism. You might begin to feel that in your body and want to move towards it. There will be an activation on the soul template as we come into these new energies next year. And you might feel this urge to heal others or guide others or teach others and to really push yourself into the spotlight to step out of hiding and begin the work, begin what you've always wanted to do. There will be a lot more grid work on the earth. I know I've given readings for lots of grid workers who work intuitively with the earth and helping the energy lines of the earth. We're going to see a lot more shifting. There's going to be stagnancy that needs clearing. And I'm seeing to step into your work and also ask for payment. Be okay about asking for payment, asking for help going somewhere, being looked after there, because this is something that's rising in our communities on Earth and people valuing it. If you've been a person that's always paid to go to these places yourself, maybe doing it while you're on holiday, then just know that actually seeing this as professional work is coming in more and more into our cultures and being seen as something very valuable. I am being shown from my beautiful star seeds that you're going to feel some ancient memories reviving in yourself about the star systems that you're from, the star connections you have, the special talents you bring to Earth. It's like as the veil of illusion is dissolving here in the matrix, you're having this awakening, and I'm seeing the lighting up of the templates in your body, particularly around your third eye and your heart chakras, maybe even your root chakras and earth star chakras, that will really begin to help you step into that knowledge of what you bring with you as a unique star seed to this earth. We need you all working together to birth this new earth in its own unique and special way. So to sum up here, that 2026 is really a year to stop waiting and start building this infrastructure. It's not a random year, it's definitely an activation year. And it's a year where timelines can move very quickly. The year of the horse, just think about how quickly and rapid that can be. You're going to feel your higher self with this Pluto and Aquarius really taking over, taking control. Keep grounded, self-care, but allow this to happen. Become more intuitive, become more purposeful. and more connected than you ever have been. Because this is no longer a dream or an illusion of fantasy. This is actually the reality that we're creating here on Earth, and we're all doing it together. You're not on your own. If you are still watching this video, thank you for supporting my channel. I've had the most incredible year since you've all been connecting with me, and I've really loved it. It's been such a pleasure to meet you all. And when I get around to it, or maybe if you're interested in creating a directory of these beautiful divine feminines and all the amazing work they do and helping me do that, I would be so grateful because I really do think we need this. Because if you're in looking for a certain kind of work or someone to do a certain thing or even inspiration, seeing what everybody's doing around the world, we need this. We need this in place. So lots of love to you. Just know that this 2026 is going to help you bring you closer to who you really are, and you're going to be supported a lot by spirit, by the divine, to really bring into place this new beautiful world that you've always dreamed of and that you've always wanted to create. So thank you for being here. Trust your path. And if you want to do any work with me, then please book a soul session. It'd be lovely to meet you. And if you want to do a workshop with me, I'm going to be online and doing different things, and it would be lovely just to connect.